Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 12th of December 2021. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Stirl for today's reading. Let's see what the cards have to say about Sunday and what the day is going to look like. Okay, so these cards look brand new. I don't use these very often. Let's see what they have to say about this day. Okay, so let's see. The first card is the Page of Wands. The Seven of Cups. And the Tower. Wow. So on this day, you're really inspired to pursue your dreams. And you're pretty ruthless when it comes to deciding what's going to be replaced and what's going to exit your life in order to make space for all of these wonderful things that are coming in. So it's like the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. You know that film with Kevin Costner? So that's really interesting, because this is not just the ability to dream big and to be teachable and to say, do you know what, I really want to do something that makes me feel like I've lived life to the max here. This may not be important to you to find true love or to find strength or to create a business of my own or whatever it may be, but it's very, very important to me. And if I pursue this, then I know it's going to do something, that it feels like there's a promise there for me at the end of this road. And then the Tower means that you're not sentimental when it comes to saying, well, you know, if I want to create my own business, then maybe I need to go to business school, or I need to hone my expertise in a particular field or area, or I may need to move locations if I want to get the right job. And the willingness to say, okay, I'm going to make changes in order to pursue this invisible dream and hope that I've got somewhere inside of me. So it's interesting because your inner voice and listening to it today is very uncomplicated. Often if we say, do you know what do I want to do with my life? What's it all about? Where do I want to live? What kind of relationships do I want to have? It gets muddled very quickly. But here we've got this single voice kind of speaking to you and guiding you in one direction and saying, do you know what? If you pursue this area of life, it's going to mean something to you, and it's going to strengthen you and help you overcome negativity. Plus, you get to exit situations which don't work. So it's not just about making a sacrifice and saying, oh, you know, I'm willing to leave my friends behind and to move to a different city to go to their university. It's also the opportunity to say, well, for instance, the job I have currently, I don't love, and I'm happy to let go of that and to replace it with something bigger and better. So the Page of Wands is the most inexperienced when it comes to the court cards. And the Suit of Wands has to do with fire, and that is all about purpose in life and doing something that's meaningful, that adds value to your environment and to your life, to the world, where you feel like you're making a positive contribution, or you're doing something really, and ultimately that makes life not only worth living, but exciting and thrilling, and each moment is like a gift and a blessing. So the Page of Wands, we've got this young woman here with the wand in the desert, looking out to see where the growth is going to lead her. So she's trying to discover what her passion is and what is going to be meaningful to her. You know, I always thought about this when I was younger. I used to do a lot of swimming, and I remember once winning, and I went to get the prize or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is going to make me so happy. This is going to be amazing. And then I got the medal, and it was such an anticlimax. I wasn't happy or proud of anything, and I was just like, wow, that wasn't expected. And it was so disappointing, because it's something I'd worked at and I thought was really going to be a part of my future. But then when I had this nothing thing, when I achieved something in that area, I was like, started to question it, and I was like, is this something I want to do if really it doesn't touch any part of me? And it's surprising that I could have been so wrong about this. And I don't know if it's just me who's had that kind of moment, but I think most of us do. And the Page of Wands is in that stage where she's trying out different things to see if they are a good fit. Not everyone comes to planet Earth and knows that they're meant to be, I don't know, a pastor by the age of 6. Some of us have to do a little bit of research. And then often, if it's a niche thing that you're supposed to do, like if it's not something that your vocational counselor can kind of help you with, it can take a lot longer for you to find the confidence to say, well, this is me. I am meant to read coffee grinds. No one's going to tell you to do that. It's going to have to come from within, and you can only do that through research and trying different things. And that's what the Page of Wands is saying. Be willing to try. Pursue different ways of living and being, and you will find something that speaks to you and that is a good fit. And if you do achieve in that area, then you'll feel the triumph and you'll feel fulfilled through being in the right field or going in the right direction or doing something basically that's a good fit for you. The Seven of Cups, you can see this young witch here. She's looking at all her options. These are the dreams that she can pursue, that she can think of, and she's going to pick which one is most meaningful to her. So she's able to look at the bigger picture. It's interesting, I've never noticed this before, but I feel in this card, I feel a sense of limitation, and the big theme that I feel coming through is that there are a lot more things that you can pursue than 7 in life. You can pursue wisdom and love and success and, I don't know, hurricanes, I don't know. But you can also pursue service or building something, like a home. Where's the home? Maybe the wreath is the home. But there are lots of different other options, and the Seven of Cups is prompting me to say, think as big as you possibly can, and don't just look at what's available to you, but look at what you'd like to be available or what you'd like to create. So if everyone around you is pursuing career success and love, then look at that and say, well, what else makes life meaningful and enjoyable? Are these really my only options? So I'm getting with this Seven of Cups that it's important to think outside of the box and to entertain something new that you haven't considered before because it seemed so unlikely. The message I'm getting is that the right answer is hovering just on either side of the frame. And if it seems unlikely or too good to be true, then that's your answer. That's the thing you should pursue. Finally, the Tower. The Tower is the 16th card in the Major Arcana. And if we're looking at the Fool's journey, the Fool, starts out on his little mission. Then he meets the Magician and the High Priestess. And he traipses along until he gets to the Tower. He has a bad moment, right? Let's say you're at the dinner party in the Tower and suddenly the whole thing is struck by lightning and blows up and people go flying. It's pretty traumatic. And it means that something is quite shocking, that there's a serious upheaval, that there's a lack of security as a result of this upheaval. Like the rug is pulled out from under you, in a way. Something strikes. And of course, that's not pleasant. But again, you can see the crown or the dome of the tower being thrown off, and that is like a crown. And the only way to go somewhere, the line to getting where you want, setting a goal and then getting there, it's not just a straight line up like this. It's a line that's all over the place. And sometimes you have to lose something to create a space in your life and to slip into that space. That then leads to something else. And, the path isn't always laid out. It twists and turns. So what I get most significantly with this card is that I don't think that you're going to have this huge shock to the system. What I think is that you're willing to look at something in your life in a different because let me say properly, because in this card something is out of sight, right? It's on the periphery here. You have to look at something and you realize something extreme that hadn't been revealed to you before this day. And because we live on planet duality, an extreme up is going to be met by an extreme down. And what I think this card is about is that something you have in your life and that is comfortable and familiar, and you've never really questioned it or thought negatively of it. Today you see it as like you have like the fire in your eyes, and you're looking at the different things in your life saying, I need to make some space here, what's going to be cut? And you look at things very critically, and you're able to let go of something that seemed to have served you up until now, but that actually is simply familiar and has become a habit, and it should have gone before. So you're able to do like a spring cleaning of your life in order to make space and then to pursue something that's a dream and a hope and a life wish come true that you've never actually spent any time on or even been aware of, and it's now time to gallop off in that direction. So I like this. It's kind of dramatic. It's exciting, and it's gonna feel very like it's a renewal. You're changing the direction of the compass here. We're going in a new way. Number-wise, we've got a chord card. The page, that's 1, and 7 is 8. 8 and 16 is 24. 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity. So you can make a switch here. You can let go of something negative and replace it with the promise of something amazing that you then pursue. It's unlikely to come in straight away. It's about setting new goals, not actually achieving them immediately. You're kind of setting the stage here. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you're able to pursue this inner wisdom, this opportunity that arises from within. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on book your reading to audio reading with me. If you like this video, hit subscribe, please. Share the video online and give it a thumbs up. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.